Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, we are currently inside the early access for update V560, and we gotta talk about the major addition coming with this update. 3 new premium cards with a new card collection and 3 new CTP. Finally, it's CTP for elemental damage character. This is going to be very interesting, guys. So we're going to take a look at all those CTPs and all those cards and card collection, and we're also going to answer the big major question: can we use the CTP selector with those cards? But before, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video or go live with the live stream. Don't forget that we stream every single night, 7 p.m. at Pacific time. And guys, if you want to play Marvel Future Fight on the PC, make sure to drop down in the description below the video and click on the link next to play Marvel Future Fight on PC. So let's answer the first question, guys. Can we use a CTP selector for the new CTP? So to answer that question, so people don't actually argue with me, we're gonna jump right in here and click on this, and no. The answer is no. The 3 new CTPs are not recruitable or accessible through a CTP selector, or they are not accessible through the Wall Boss Ultimate Chest either. Like if we look at the Wall Boss Ultimate Chest right here, Wall Boss, we're going there, we're gonna have easy access to the chest. You can see here no new CTP and no new premium cards. So both items are not available through Wall Boss Ultimate or Legendary Battle. They will probably have them in the future through Legendary Battle, but for now, the only way to get those 2 new items, or those 6 new items, is by gambling. Yeah, I know. Disappointing, guys. Maybe they will add them into the lab store, you know, when you get the bonus items for 66,750 crystal, they could add it there, but have no information about that. The only thing I know is that for right now on the early access, the only way to get those items is to go here. By the way, the store got revamped. We go in chest and we go, for example, the CTP, we go in CTP. You can see them there. We're gonna check the stats in a minute. See at the end, 3 new CTPs. And then the cards here, card chest, you have the 3 new cards. Actually looks pretty good. Now let's start with the cards here. But first, card collection. Before we actually show those cards, we're gonna go in cards and card collection here. We got a new collection. The new collection is gonna be giving attack speed 3%. Kind of disappointed with that. 3 premium cards that are totally unique to gambling, only giving 3% attack speed. I was expecting 5% all attack, or even 3% all attack, since there's only 3 cards compared to the Monster Unleashed that was 5 cards. That would be nice, but 3 attack speed is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Now if we look at those 3 cards, card number 1, we have the Crescent cards. The Crescent cards is the cards you do not want. It's not a very strong card. It's maybe good for PvP, maybe because max HP, all defense, auto all defense doesn't give much. Not really good. The bonus option, so you have to pick between in-war defense or attack speed on the first option. Second option, you got to pick between pretty much critical rate, critical damage, nothing special there. And the third option, you got to pick between dodge, energy attack, or physical attack. So all the good options, you don't get to have them at the same time. If you could get physical attack, energy attack, and cooldown, all 3 stats at the same time, that will be a game changer. But there's not even cooldown. There's no cooldown possible on this card, which is a huge disappointment for me. And if you get this card, be ready to be disappointed pretty much, because you will not get anything good. Then the second card here, we get the Luna Snow cards. The Luna Snow cards is actually the second best card, and yes, I just spoiled it, guys. The White Fox cards is the best in my opinion. So we get as basic stats energy attack, all attack, critical rate, and as bonus option, the first bonus option, you get to pick between in-war defense, physical attack, cooldown, and 20% increase of energy attack. It sucks that you have to sacrifice both either in your defense or cooldown or even physical attack to get energy attack proc, in my opinion. It really sucks. Then the second option is pretty much just attack speed or max HP, attack speed for PvE, max HP for PvP, pretty much. Then the third stat is like, there's nothing, which is the part that's disappointing. The two first stats I can live with, you know, bonus 4 stars bonus option, 5 stars bonus option, I can live with that. But the sixth, the last stat, there's nothing. It's all defense, recovery rate are the best stats on it, which says it all, which is a huge disappointment. Still a decent card, it's not a bad card. There's way worse premium cards than this one, but still the 6 stars bonus option just will leave you on your appetite, definitely. If we look at the last card here, we get a white box card. So this is definitely the best card. You got all attacking your defense as base option, which is very, very strong. Then you got critical damage there too. Then after that, the 4-star option, you can get either physical attack proc or attack speed, so you don't have much choice here. So you're gonna go with physical attack proc if you don't have it on the low-key 17 cards. Otherwise, you're gonna go with the attack speed. Then you got here the second stats you can pick between critical rate and dodge. So basically, you start here with, for example, attack speed. Then you got dodge, for example, for CTP average or critical rate, both good. And then you have the third option that will give you, if you're PvP player, max HP, if you're PvE player, energy attack or physical attack. Again, you cannot have the triple attack stat, which is disappointing. I wish you could. I think that they dropped the balls on those cards. I think they should just switch the energy attack up to the 4th skill option and drop the physical attack proc on the other option, so you can actually pick between physical attack and physical attack proc. I think that will make this card so much better. But still, this is the best card in the 3 new cards. So pretty much it's White Fox number 1, Luna Snow number 2, and Crescent number 3 in those cards. Now, if we go look at those CTP, the only way we can really look at those CTP is going through the store here. We're gonna start with the worst CTP here, which is the CTP of Inside. This CTP is going to be locked in 3 game modes specifically. Well, it could be locked to Danger Room too, but we're not really gonna talk about Danger Room because you never know which character is going to be selected for Danger Room. So let's ignore the Danger Room, talk about the other 3 game mode. This CTP is going to be useful for support characters in Shadowland, for Rumble, in Alliance Conquest, and in Alliance Tournament. Those are the 3 game mode that's going to be useful. Why? Because this is a support obelisk. This obelisk doesn't bring anything to your characters specifically. You're gonna get max HP, that's okay. You're gonna get a proc that will apply to all allies, which is great, but sadly it will not you know, it's not gonna buff your character that much. It's gonna buff your team. So for example, you put that on Colossus for Alliance Conquest, Alliance Tournament, that is gonna be freaking crazy. That increased damage dealt to superheroes characters or super villain characters, depending which one is actually gonna proc. I think both can proc at the same time, but you cannot have that obelisk on 2 characters at the same time, because duplicate coverage of the CTP overall effect on team members is not allowed, so you can only have 1 available. So pretty much this is going to be the new best obelisk for Colossus. You put down Colossus for its tournament, for example, that's going to be awesome for Alliance Conquest 2. That's going to be awesome. That's going to buff your team in general, make your Jean Grey, for example, do more damage to both superhero, supervillain when it actually proc. So it's going to be awesome for support characters, but overall, this obelisk is not, CTP is not something you actually want on your characters. Now, if we look at the second one is the new best PvP obelisk. Look at this shit, guys. This is crazy. Guard break immunity, which is awesome. In your dodge, 45%. That's a max stats, by the way. You get 10% recovery of max HP. That does not have below certain HP. It can apply it can happen every 12 seconds without you know, without having to be below a certain amount of HP. So you can be at 90% HP and boom, after 12 seconds you're back to 100%, for example. So that's going to be pretty crazy. And you get a crazy proc here. 150% increased damage dealt against combat and blast type characters last 5 seconds. Then 150% increased damage dealt against speed universal type characters for 5 seconds. It lasts 5 seconds. So for 5 seconds, you're going to be able to do increased damage to those characters. The effect of increased damage is increasing. The effect of increasing damage is increasing and activated as well. That makes no sense, that line. Now the question is, will both be activated at the same time? It looks like when actually popped, you're gonna get recovery on max HP for 10% and both buff at the same time. It will last 5 seconds with a cooldown time of 12 seconds. You put down Jean Grey, you put down Tennis, you put down Silver Surfer. This is gonna be ridiculous, guys, in my opinion. This is gonna be crazy. I think that's literally gonna be the new PvP CDP to go. I think Regen just got trashed, guys. That's my personal opinion, but they are gonna be hard to get. And then the last one, the more exciting one, guys, not this one, it moved. The CTP of Judgment. New CTP for elemental characters, guys. This is awesome. All attack up to 32%. Chain hit damage dealt up to 20%. Activation rate 10% chance when attacking applied to enemies. Decrease all resistance by 30%. It's going to be awesome in Shadowland and stuff like that. It does not ignore immunity, so it doesn't work against World Boss Ultimate. And then apply to self. Increase damage to all element damage by 200% for 5 seconds with a cooldown time of 7 seconds. So that 200% increased damage is gonna last for the whole 5 seconds. For characters like Thor or Scarlet Witch, Psylocke, those characters that all their skills are elemental damage, they are going to perform like crazy with this obelisk. Sadly, you can only get it by gambling. Now Luna Snow, Rage versus this. I was not impressed. I tested her a little bit earlier in the live stream with this obelisk, and I was not actually impressed with it. Now, I did not test it on live with it because, you know, we don't have the full stat on the early access, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I think that Luna Snow is going to be doing more damage with the CTP of Rage still. But those characters, you know, that you only use for example, World Boss Ultimate, or a character like Cyclops, Namer, you know, for Jean Grey, even Jean Grey for PvE, those kind of characters, I think they're going to be performing pretty damn well with the CTP if you play them in PvE World Boss Ultimate, in my opinion. It's going to be a nice CTP that is not optimal for Alliance Battle Extreme, but that's going to be very, very strong for some of the elemental damage characters. Now, we're still going to compare Rage and this CTP on characters, but it's gonna be hard to tell which one is better. I think the Rage is still slightly better in my opinion, but that's gonna require testing, and I'm sure that people will get this CTP live, and that as a YouTube channel will be testing it for us, and I will definitely get feedback from my alliance and my alliance coalition, where we have the top PvE alliances in there. We're gonna be able to get some feedback and actually give you the feedback, guys, when we actually get this. So those are the 3 new CTP, the 3 new premium cards. I want to hear you guys, what you guys do you think about this new those new items? Are you guys excited? Are you guys disappointed? Are you guys mad that they're only available through gambling? I know I am. I think it's bullshit that it's only through gambling, but they'll give the whales, you know, a reason to spend more money in the games and Netmarble to make more incomes from those mindless whale, pretty much. So I think that's the point of bringing them there. I really hope that we get them through other content like Legend of the Battle pretty soon. I really hope so, because it's gonna suck to have to gamble for all this content, guys. Anyway, that's pretty much all we had to talk in this video. Don't forget that the next 4 nights, guys, on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, we're gonna be streaming the early access on YouTube, on this channel, 7 p.m. Pacific time every single night, and we're going to be trying to cover as much content as possible through our daily videos too, guys. So guys, thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video, go live with the live stream. And also, if you enjoy the content, press the thumbs up button, guys. It's always awesome to see that you guys actually enjoy the content. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.